Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. They'll start by running the option to the right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Lance. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Let's see. He was sacked 6 times last week in the first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
He's thinking to himself, fine offensive lineman. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes simply a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Lance, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Dolphins hit 9-3 here on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You look at this Raiders defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he takes it down to 4 with a pickup of 4. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a play fake. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Let's go now.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins nothing.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Football and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Lance going to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
21, Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trap below 80. Stop below 18. 60 by 60.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
That is caught. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. 19 tights. 19 tights. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hey, 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 hey.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Street.
Running right, here's Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Dragon 60.
They'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Lance on the option right. Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Lance. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
And Lance now to throw. And he will find Winslow on the left side complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On play action, Lance. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Dolphins 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Stopped by Jacorian Bennett.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. Throw caught by Achane. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Career touchdown number 136. Tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Lance wants to change him up. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, it's Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here, hold in, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A third down gain of 19. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lance looking to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. There he goes left side. Dalvin Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lynch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Henry will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets him back within a touchdown on a 2-point conversion. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. Third down, Dalvin Cook.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll run Achane, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Second down, goal to go.
Trap 50. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Turn the corner and caught. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. The defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down. Now Lance. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Lance back to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that's going to be incomplete.
So in a teaching moment here, overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. Now Lewis selects to return it. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down.
It's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at in the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars.